Hi there, Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here. I'm gonna be totally honest. I just did a full reading for you and it did not record. So I'm gonna just kind of tell you what the general message was, which was watch and wait. There's some information. You're kind of stuck in between what do I do here? And so watch and wait. You're going to get some information. You're going to disconnect, or you should disconnect emotionally from something and make the logical, correct decision in which way to go. That was the last message. Okay, hi. So glad you're here with me on this beautiful full moon evening. I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. For those of you who are brand new, my name is Becca. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And that other message was so good. I hope that we touch on it here. So in your present situation, we have the Seven of Wands. Past situation. In your present, we have the Four of Wands. This is the blockage for my Scorpios. We have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Your message from Spirit is the Eight of Wands. It's a lot of wands. What is the potential outcome? The Queen of Pentacles. Very nice. Your overall energy is justice. So some of you are looking for balance right now. Some of you are waiting and hoping that justice will be served. You're in a conflict, or you were in a conflict, rather, about where you have the higher ground. You know you have the higher ground. But there's a lot of emotion mixed into this, and a lot of maybe passion, too much passion. When I say emotion, I'm not saying like love and those are feelings, right? Emotion, like emotion, right? Your present situation is this Four of Wands. You could be celebrating something. You could be coming together with someone that is causing a celebration. This talks about solid foundations. Like maybe you are looking for the most solid foundation, or maybe this union is about to come together and you believe that it's going to be a solid foundation. In your blockage, though, we have the Queen of Cups and this Ace of Swords. So there is, again, too much codependency, too much emotion, and not enough thought. Maybe it's like your emotions are clouding your thoughts. So there could be a lack of clarity here, or there could be some sort of truth that is coming out, and through your feelings. Like you need to be honest with yourself about your feelings. Some of you are not listening to your intuition and are overthinking something. Your message from Spirit is the Eight of Wands. And this is about, again, it's a wand. So it's about emotion. It's about action. It's about passion. It's about fast movement. Clear cut, quick messages. But I'm almost getting distance in this. So finding some distance. And in your outcome, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you may be moving towards a Capricorn. Others of you it could be any earth sign, or it could be any sign. It could just be someone that you see as nurturing and stable, and somewhat of the homemaker. But it could even be a mother. I don't know why I kind of picked that up as well. But for others of you, this is just moving into that feeling of security in your home, security in your life, security, right? Safety and security. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Please clarify the 7 of Wands in my Scorpio's past. We have the Empress. So some of you may be fighting with your mother. Please clarify 7 of Wands. Please clarify the 7 of Wands, or you're a mother figure. We have the Princess of Cups. Please clarify the 7 of Wands. Please clarify the 7 of Wands. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. So some of you have created this fight, created this drama. We'll just call it drama. From a lack, but you're also wanting to get out of it. You don't want to be involved in it anymore. Or you have let it go and you're not involved in it anymore. But there was some emotional immaturity here. And it could involve a mother, but the Empress is a nurturer. She's a caregiver. She's the one who has all of the tools and resources to bring something to life. And you might even be battling some of these own issues within yourself. You know, self-limiting beliefs that are taking a higher priority. And some of you are just not listening to your intuition and not spending the time studying something. So to clear the 5, the 4 of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles in the upright, and we have the Temperance card in reverse. Please clarify. Please clarify this 4 of Wands. There's that Ace of Swords again. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So, there needs to be balance here. There's a lack of patience for whatever this is that's coming together. The King of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite is very, you know, it's the father figure. He's stoic, but he's loving and he's nurturing. He's solid. And this king with like all of the bulls and stuff like that always makes me feel like there's a stubborn inaction behind it, with all of the weight of the gold in the throne. You can't see his feet. There is a clarity here, but there's a lack of balance. Lack of balance. clarify this Queen of Cups and Ace of Swords. We have the Magician, the Devil, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so yes, at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups. There is some emotional manipulation. There's some emotional manipulation. There is some sincere codependent issues. Some of you may be truly dealing with a Capricorn. I see Capricorn here, Taurus, Virgo. We also have a lot of fire and water. So you need to be able to cut through that emotion. For some of you, this is something that you're very bonded to. Very bonded to. You have the tools. You have the tools, but you need to break free from this emotional manipulation. You need to see it clearly. You need to use logic and not your emotions right now. Because what I'm getting is that for some of you, you know what is best for you. But that's not what's the priority right now. You're putting someone else's thoughts, feelings, and actions in a higher regard than your own. You're second guessing yourself. And you need to stand in your power. And you need to be willing to let the universe take care of whatever has happened to that person. Like, seeking out revenge on someone is never going to make you feel better. It might in that moment, but overall, all it does is tarnish your own soul. Let's look at this Eight of Wands. Please clarify the Eight of Wands. Sorry, I need to check my time. We have the Fool. Fresh, clean start. What did I say? Distance. Some of you need to get some genuine distance from this, because it's not... Please clarify the Eight of Wands. The Two of Swords. Please clarify the Eight of Wands. And the Chariot. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. There needs to be an emotional distance in this, and the idea of another card there. The idea of looking foolish about something is limiting. It's limiting your perspective. I'm kind of hearing in my head like only a fool would move forward. I want to get one more. Please clarify this 8 of Wands. Please clarify the 8 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. The Prince of Pentacles. Not making a decision is a decision. So some of you, this needs to be a decision. You need to decide, am I taking action? Am I staying put? But you need to decide, and you need to decide based on what's right for you. Based on what's right for you. For some of you, this, I feel like this is like someone had a falling out with their mother, and stepped into, I don't want to say abusive relationship, but something that is not in their best interest because of a situation that they were in the past. And you need to let that go so that you can move forward. There's so many wands here. And no cups. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles for Scorpio. The Death card. And Judgment. That is a strong combination there. And the Ace of Wands. An offer needs to be taken. Now, it might be coming from an earth sign, but it's going to end a situation, and it is overall the right decision, and it's going to bring justice to this entire situation. For those of you seeking balance, there's the best thing you can do to gain that balance is get distance from it. So I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards. And it might even just be emotional distance and mental distance. You know, seeing things from a different perspective. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And I love how soft and powdery these cards are. What is the final message? What is the final messages? What is the guidance that we can give Scorpios right now? Is there 2? There it is. Number 19. Be loyal to what you love. It's Dog Spirit. And number 50, overcome any obstacle, Rhino Spirit. The bottom of the deck is Skunk Spirit. Know your worth. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I'm sorry, I'm having Kind of caught in the message right now. Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Number 48. The Sorcerer. I don't know if you guys can see those very clearly. All right, we will start with the spirit animals. Dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Dog spirit appears to remind you that although change is a part of life and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitments remain strong. You are loved now and can trust that this higher love is true. Spirit loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, manifesting in the people you surround yourself with, expressed uniquely through them. Dog spirit also says, be true to that which you love, for now is a time of good fortune. Be steady as you recognize that people and things are always transforming. Your heart is loving and true, and dog spirit wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. Have faith in Spirit's plan for you. The protection message. Loyalty to people and situations can turn into attachment that results in stagnation, enmeshment, and loss of integrity. Do you fear what will happen if you let a relationship evolve? Are you afraid that asking for a situation to change will make others see you as disloyal? Trust that when dog spirit appears, you are meant to accept the turning of the wheel of life and the changing of fortunes. If you feel you are being betrayed or growing apart from someone, let dog spirit reconnect you with your commitment to love in all its forms. Perhaps a relationship is meant to evolve. Perhaps you're meant to evolve too, so that you can experience the growth for which your soul yearns. Your greatest loyalty is to love, so be open to all its many guises, including self-love. You deserve the best, and that is what Spirit wants for you. Number 50, overcome any obstacle. Rhino Spirit. We always have the choice to press ahead, and Rhino Spirit's strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal spirit knows there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways. By going around them, shattering them with force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply your Rhino Spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand. For you have magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino Spirit also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire today, it means that something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now. Great Spirit loves you so much it only wants the best for you. The protection message. The appearance of an obstacle in front of you offers you a choice. Barrel into it and bang your head, or find your easiest way around it and don't fight it. Are you exhausted by your efforts to break through an obstacle? Are you stubbornly insisting that there is only one way to remove it from your path? Rhino Spirit is here to tell you that sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes it is no, not yet, and sometimes it is no, not the way you think it should be. Open to new possibilities and you will find other options begin to appear. Not every conflict is worth engaging in, and not every obstacle is worth resisting head on. Don't waste energy banging your head against the wall. and the sorcerer, number 48. So we have 19, which breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. We have 5, and then we have 48, which breaks down to a 3. So 1s are about brand new beginnings, 5s are about changes, and 3 is about unity, Christ consciousness, and the lessons of the ascended masters, so higher learning. This is the source of dark power. The sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. When the sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fears manifest in your world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses powers or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside you. Make peace with it and choose another way. The medicine. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. I don't even know what to say. Like I said, I was picking up a lot of, let's just call it turbulent energy here. If you're in an abusive relationship, get out of it. No questions asked. By any means necessary, get out of it. For those of you who are seeking revenge, you need to trust the universe that energy always weighs itself out. So that is your reading. My dear Scorpios, remember, I love you. Have a good night. Bye.